Hey, good afternoon and welcome to Espanola, New Mexico, Northern New Mexico Eagles basketball here on ProView Networks. Glad to have you with us this afternoon, just ahead of the opening tip between the New Mexico Highlands Cowgirls and the Northern New Mexico Eagles. This is a Cowgirls team that ended a long absence drought from the RMAC tournament last year under Coach Fearing. And you get a chance to watch them a lot, Steve. This is a very, very good test for the Eagles to open their season.
Goes right now to get started, in-state rivalry, two teams that are rivals against each other. So yes, great little crowd so far on this Saturday afternoon, and then we're going to see a lot of great intensity tonight.
Coach Mandy Montoya, she'll have her hands full taking over here at Northern New Mexico. The Eagles, I think, they found a formula this year in both men's and women's basketball. Both coaches with deep roots in the northern part of the state when it comes to their basketball resumes.
Well, even not even the northern, with their resumes, all the statewide. It's amazing what we have here at Espanola this year.
Starters first for the Cowgirls, 5'6" redshirt junior guard from Albuquerque, former New Mexico Lobo Jalen Bates. A 5'7" redshirt sophomore guard from Farmington, that's Kamalani Anatialu. Then a 5'11" sophomore guard from Farmington, Capulani Anatialu. They are sisters. 6'1" sophomore from Las Cruces by way of Centennial High, that's Audie Torres. And then a 5'10" sophomore from Shiprock, she played at Navajo Prep, that's Anaya Johnson. Those are the five for head coach Lindsey Fearing. For the home Eagles, it's a 5'10" sophomore guard from Pecos Robertson High, Misty Don Roybal, a 5'3" senior from Veracruz, Mexico, Paulina Lopez, a 5'8" freshman from Nambe, New Mexico. She played right here at Pojoaque, Gigi Romero, a 5'8" senior from Las Vegas is Jaden Jenkins, and Romina Lopez, a 5'7" sophomore from Veracruz, Mexico. Round up the starting five for Coach Montoya. Cowgirls in black. They like to shoot from the perimeter. Now the rebound is cleared. The Eagles. Lopez brings it into the front court.
I'll tell you what, Lopez is a very heady point guard for Northern.
There's Romina Lopez, the Veracruz sophomore guard. They get it inside to Jenkins. Jenkins on the pivot, off the window.
I'll tell you what, Jenkins very athletic, great post move right there. Did what they needed to do on the first possession.
If they can get her going on the pivot, that's a good weapon for the Eagles. Bates swings it over. Tana Tialo around the screen from her sister. Little pick and pop, top of the wheel three ball. That spins out And the rebound's cleared by Roybal. And that's stolen away for a moment, but retained by the Eagles.
Tell you what, this is going to be an emotional game. I mean, you know, both coaches really want to recruit from New Mexico, and
they're talking it over. That is a 10-second violation. It's a turnover, and it'll be Cowgirls basketball. Capulani Anatialo gets set to inbound in front of the northern bench. Now we're ready with 20 on the shot. It's 2-0 Eagles lead. They'll trigger Bates in the backcourt. Bates around the high screen. She'll pop straight up three ball. No.
Well, Highlands, you can see they're definitely going to shoot from the perimeter, whereas Northern's going to try to go inside.
Second turnover in a row as Roybal ran out of room on the baseline. Bates will jog it across the timeline. Bates into the corner, kicks it out for a three, and it rattles home for Anaya Johnson.
And Johnson hit from the outside. That's where he got a turnover.
You talked about it. We talked about pregame a little bit. That you thought this would happen. A lot of pressure being applied by Highlands. They've turned him over 3 consecutive times. Coach Fearing screams out the play. Bates will swing it.
A little 2-3 zone right now by Northern.
That's a three. Nothing but nylon for Anatialu, the redshirt sophomore from Farmington. It's a 6-2 lead, and this is suffocating pressure. It's a steal and a layup underneath for Anatialu.
Great timeout right here. Great timeout by Northern.
All right, Coach Montoya needs time as the Cowgirls flexing their defensive muscle.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters.
So take a look at this Jenkins replay on the early pivot move. But that's the lone score with former Lobo Steve Davis. Talking about this defensive pressure as we're watching some of these replays. How do the Eagles adjust and get the ball into the front court?
Well, they got too many people in the backcourt. They got to get some, they got to spread it out a little bit and get people away and separate. This is what Highlands does. They play full court.
Here we go. That's another swing patiently on the perimeter. There's another three. Another basket for Capulani Anatialu. And you get them going from the perimeter. That's already the third 3-ball for the Cowgirls here in the opening stanza.
Well, we said, Highland can shoot. They can shoot from the outside, and the part of their weakness right now is getting the ball down inside.
Fouls on the screen. That's charged to Torres. That's her first. The Eagles substitution here. It's Misty Dawn. Roybal will check back in. It's an 11-2 start. on the baseline drive and kick.
And Northern does a great job in the half court. Once they get the ball in the half court, they do a lot of good things.
Jenkins from the foul line, too strong. It's an offensive rebound.
Missy.
The turnaround jumper for Royball's no good. Yeah, it's knocked out of bounds. Bates will walk it into the front court. What a weapon for the Cowgirls this year. The former Division I Lobo, Bates.
Yeah, you watching Bates play. She's like a gift on the court.
Aratialo throws up the air ball coming off the screen. Again, they pick up full court. They get into Jenkins.
And they got to let them clear out. They got too many people. Look at that swarming defense.
Long arms forces another turnover. An extra pass underneath. The layups up and in for Aratialo. That's Capulani's third field goal already. And Lopez breaks the pressure. Gets into the front court, working at the Capital Ford logo around the Jenkins screen. Top of the wheel. A drive and a foul. That'll send Misty Dawn Roybal to the free throw line.
And Roybal transferred from Highlands, and so this means a lot to her. This is her former teammates.
Second foul charge to Audrey Torres. So the Eagles substitutions here is Romania Lopez. And the free throw's no good. The Highlands will counter with Jesse Ford.
Highlands going to throw a lot of bodies at you. They're going to play a lot of people. They're 10 deep, or maybe even 12.
Second free throw is good. You kind of have to be that deep if you're going to play that style, right? Bates into the front court, gets it over to Anatialo. Extra pass into the corner, 3-ball, yes. Nothing but nylon for Kamalani Anatialo.
A lot of shooters on this team.
4-3 already for the Cowgirls as they've streaked out to a huge lead. 16-3, that three is wide right. No good for Carrillo. Here come the Cowgirls into the front court.
Carrillo from Valley High School.
Skip to Bates, she'll get into the corner to Anatialo. Inside to her sister on the smooth turnaround.
This team is, look at it, we're only 3 minutes into this first period. 18 points scored.
And Capulani's got 9 of those 18. As the Cowgirls will send another sub, McClure, to the table to check in. A lot of dribbling right now against this pressure defense, Steve. And that's not how you beat a defense like this.
I'll tell you, this is I said, Highlands is a team, if you think about what they did last year, and I think in 2004, it's the last time they made it to the RMAC tournament.
Kamora McClure is the junior guard from Austin, Texas. Into the game. Yeah, Coach Fearing ended a 20-year playoff drought for the Cowgirls last year when she qualified her squad to the RMAC postseason. And that's a pretty big deal up there.
And the great thing about it is she's done it with New Mexico players, okay? And this is what Northern New Mexico is doing, is trying to build a program with New Mexico players, and it can be done.
We'll take a brief timeout. It's 18-3 in favor of the Cowgirls.
Of ProView Sports.
For certified collision and body repair, visit the experts at Car Crafters. 5 locations in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Visit carcrafters.com.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
was not a charged timeout to either team. They were figuring something out with the shot clock, so that was the stoppage. Eagles will inbound across the way from us here. They get it into Lopez.
Tell you what, Lopez is a heady player.
Then again, they'll have to inbound. There was a problem with the clock. 5 on the shot clock here as the Eagles inbound.
They got to get a shot up quick.
Into Lopez, baseline on McClure. She'll fire, that's an air ball. And the rebound's pulled down by Ford. McClure into the front court. She'll get into the corner, passed up an open look, back to McClure. She'll reset the shot clock at 15.
A little 2-3 that's going to leave somebody open from the outside.
That's a scary thought. They've shot it well. That one's loose, and it'll go the other way. Steve, is a zone effective against a team that's already shown their perimeter prowess?
Well, I think at this point this is an exhibition game for the Cowgirls, and it's a real game for Northern New Mexico. And I think more important, they need to work on getting the ball up the court.
McClure with the steal, couldn't finish the layup. Ahead to Carrillo, working underneath, spins, has it swatted in the paint.
Nice swat by Johnson.
You can see Misty Dunn Royball's fired up, trying to get her teammates into that groove as well. They'll inbound with 20 on the shot clock. Get it into Lopez. On the kick out. Driving off balance. Jumper is good for Carrillo. That's the senior's first basket.
I tell you what, she looked good in practice last week, and she missed her first couple shots, but she's has one offensive mind.
3, and it's an open look. Uncontested, tickles the nylon. Ford hits a 3. That's the 5th 3-ball already for the Cowgirls. And most of them, Steve, haven't even had a hand in their face.
Yeah, and Ford's from Ukraine.
There's a 3 on the other end. That's no good on the miss by Romero. Here come the Cowgirls on a Tialo into the front court. She'll step back and pop. That one spins out. Sometimes when it leaves her hand, you think everything's going in.
Well, most of the time, that's how you have to think, because that's usually what happens.
Around the screen, McClure fought through it hard. There's a 3, high arcing 3. Yes, nylon on a 3-ball. They needed that one from Romero. It's the Eagles' first from distance.
Yeah, that was a great shot from the corner.
21-8, McClure working top of the wheel, gets it over to Anatialu.
Let's see if that picks up the defense and a turnover by Highlands. It's amazing what a 3 does and picks up the defensive intensity.
Watch the 3 on the other end here for Romero. That's the first from downtown for the Eagles. Media timeout on the floor. We'll be right back to Espanola after this.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Hi folks, Marley Fletcher here, owner of Santa Fe Kia. You know, at Santa Fe Kia, we like the byline of Santa Fe Kia is where we treat you different. Some reasons why. I'm remodeling our facility to make it better for our customers. Our salespeople treat people with respect and the way they'd like to come and purchase a vehicle. That's why at Santa Fe Kia, it's where we treat you different.
Welcome back to Espanola. It's a 21-8 lead for the Cowgirls here with former Lobo Steve Davis. I'm Sebastian Noah. Glad to have you with us on ProView Networks. Again, Cowgirls set up in the full court. That pressure, suffocating defense.
Now they're looking up court. That's the first time they've done a good job of breaking the press.
And the reverse layup is blocked. Jenkins calling for it, short on the jumper on the baseline. Anatialu pulls down the rebound, gets it to Bates. Back out to Anatialu. She lost it on the dribble, but she got fouled. Now remember, Anatialu's sisters and Bates, they all played together AAU ball in Albuquerque, so they're very familiar with each other. Reunited here up north.
Yeah, there is, and the sister's sitting up in the stands.
That's right.
She's a senior this year.
Inside out to McClure. On the baseline, they get it to Samia, who just checked in. Back out to Bates. Samia wasn't ready for that, and it's stolen away for a moment. Turnover for the Eagles. Let's see if they can capitalize. Padilla kicks to Jenkins. The basket's not going to count. It's an offensive foul inside. That was a nice idea.
Great idea, and that's, you know, you can see that they're getting their confidence now to break the press.
But a good rotation to take the charge and cause the turnover. Eagles set up in their zone here. Three. No. There's an illegal screen. We'll send it the other way.
Well, right now, Northern's getting the breaks to see if they can make a little run of their own.
Rihanna Padilla is slow to get up. She's a local from right here in Espanola. She took the brunt of that screen. Watch it. Yeah, the leg was extended. She took a knee to what looked like maybe the thigh area. Substitution coming for the Eagles here as Carrillo will check back in. And Anaya Johnson at the scores table as well as they help Padilla back to the bench. 2:11 showing on the clock here, still 21-8. This will be interesting because I don't think you do a lot more RMAC games than I do, but I don't think the Cowgirls are going to see a lot of zones in conference play with their shooting.
They won't see any. You're 100% right.
Stolen by Bates on a bounce underneath. It's an easy layup for Kapiolani Anatialu. She's already in double figures.
Watch out, Lopez is dribbling right into that trap, and luckily they got out of it.
They're trying to set up a screen. It just looks like a mess right now. Extra pass, open three, no. Good movement there, but Romero couldn't connect. Anatialu gets it over to McClure. It was a tough traffic to try to weave that pass through.
Yeah, McClure's going to be better as she gets a little bit used to playing at the pace that Lindsay wants her to.
Roy Ball checks back in for the Eagles. Anatialu back in for the Cowgirls. 22 on the shot clock as Bates gets it. She threw it away on the inbound.
Got 2-on-1 numbers.
Lopez pulls up at the elbow. No. It's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay here. They're starting to get some better shots, Steve. They're just not falling.
Right. Well, they're speeding the game up. Okay. Now they're breaking the press. Now they got to settle down just a little bit, and they're rushing their shots.
They get it into Jenkins.
I mean, this is where she's dangerous.
Left hand, but she was fouled. A couple of free throws coming up for Jaden Jenkins. The former Robertson Cardinal will head to the line. Here comes the former Hobbs Eagle, Bryn Hargrove, for her first action.
Coach Carpenter will be proud.
He's well represented on this roster. Former teammate Nakia Mojica is on the Cowgirls roster as well. With Hargrove, the free throw's no good for Jenkins.
I got to catch balls for Hargrove. She's a shooter. Let's see if she gets some threes up here.
It's a lane violation will wipe away the free throw. Everything going wrong for the Eagles right now. It's 23-8 lead for Highlands. So an all New Mexico backcourt here with Bates and Bryn Hargrove. Bates stripped on the way up. It will stay on this end. Hargrove was really the bulldog of that Hobbs Eagles team. They're tough, physical leader. Bryn spotted up for a 3-ball. On cue, rattles home. The freshman from Hobbs, America.
It didn't take her long, did it? I knew that she was going to be getting in the scoring column quickly. And
dangerous pass into the corner.
No, this is where Northern needs to slow down a little bit. And they broke the press. This is a good setup right here.
Lopez picked up the dribble. Jenkins put it on the deck, almost lost it.
Look at that hustle.
And finally a foul's called. It's an Eagles foul on Paulina Lopez. Here comes Loriana Bueno, sophomore from El Paso, Franklin High. 38.3, 8 seconds separating the shot and game clock. On the high-low, swarmed inside. Good hands to take it away from Roybal. On a bounce in transition. Tough kick out.
I'll tell you what, Highland's just anticipating where the ball's going. They're just working such great defensive intensity and chemistry right now.
Malika Samia knocked that out of bounds. A redshirt sophomore from New Zealand. Shot clock off, 20.7 on the timer, and it's an Eagles turnover. Coach Fearing calls out the final play. They want the final shot. And what's been a dominant opening period for the Cowgirls.
There's a lot of shooters on the court right now. We hit the high post and good things happen. 3
is short. That's an air ball with the rebound pulled down by Roybal. It'll carry him out of bounds. And you can see Roybal's gassed. 1 minute on the timer here.
Well, she's been hurt. She's not at full strength.
It'll count if it goes, and it's short. Tough opening period for the home Eagles. They trail 26-8.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
(26-8) after 1 with Steve Davis, Sebastian Noel back in Espanola. Steve, talk about that first there. You know, ball pressure never seems to slump, and when you have ball pressure like the Cowgirls do, that has really bothered the Eagles.
Yeah, and they have to work that out. They got to figure this out, and this is something that, they got better in the second half of that first quarter.
Is there anything they can do X's and O's wise, or is it just the ball has to swing quicker?
Well, I think they got to respect the quickness and speed of Highlands and just come to the ball.
Lopez around the screen from Jenkins. I'm going to say that was moving. Tough one on Jaden there. Turnover, 8 seconds into the quarter. Inside out to Bates. She'll fire a three and connect.
That's the thing that's so scary about Highlands is they got so many weapons, so many shooters, and they're very, as we've seen, they're very unselfish.
Fouls on Aspen Salazar, the 5'9" junior from Centennial High. And watch Bates here on the replay, Steve. When she gets going, she can dominate a game by never shooting it, but then when she's a very capable scorer as well.
Well, the thing about it is she can do it in all phases of the game.
Former New Mexico Lobo. She won state multiple times at Volcano Vista. On the offensive rebound, the put back on the basket for Romero. She's got 5.
Great shot by Romero, great rebound.
Cowgirls quickly into the front court. Look at the ball movement, Steve. Bates wants one from the other side. No. The rebound caroms to Lopez. Quickly into the front court to Gigi. Romero thought about it. Splits the double to Jenkins, who lost it.
So what Highlands is doing, they're speeding the game up, in the back court and also in the front court.
That foul's on Bates. That's her first. And Steve, if you ever needed proof that New Mexico was a basketball state, the crowd on hand for this season opener, it's impressive. Another turnover. Bates on the little shovel to Anatialu. No.
And she's just a little, we expect her to, like you said it earlier, to score every time she shoots.
Got a travel in the back court for Zoe Brown, 5'9" junior from Los Lunas. That's when you know the pressure's getting to you. When the travel happens like that in the back court, Steve, defender, she was anticipating the defender there.
No, you're 100% correct.
Inside, inbounds play. It's a beauty.
Johnson scores and unselfish play, and you got great running the court by Missy.
And there's a foul. Roy Ball will head back to the line. Highlands fouls charged to Anaya Johnson. It's the sophomores' first. Third team foul will send Misty Dawn Roy Ball to the free throw line. She's 1 for 2 at the charity stripe. They've done a better job breaking the pressure at times, but there just hasn't been a basket at the end of that.
Well, they're breaking the deal, but then they're speeding up. They're not getting into offense. When they did in the first quarter, they got into offense, but they couldn't score.
Roy Ball's 1 for 4 at the line. Salazar tried to force it into the post. There's a whistle at a foul. Eagles foul is on Brown. That's her first. The Highlands substitution is Jessie Ford. 5'11" senior from the UK.
Tell you what, and she's been hurt, and she's going to get better and better.
Transfer from Missouri Western is fouled on her way up. It's on Misty Dunn. Roy Ball, that's her first. Physical for an opening day.
Well, you expected that, though, didn't you? You
a lot of New Mexico athletes.
Yes.
Free throw's good for Ford. .22 lead here for the Cowgirls. Make it 23. Splits the double. Paulina did a nice job there, keeping her dribble. Can they set something up here?
I said she's a heady point guard. She's very brilliant.
You know, Steve, one thing that should be highlighted here too, the Cowgirls are very good when they do get broken down in that pressure. They switch into a very good half-court defensive team as well.
No, she's done a great job, and I've said this a lot. You know, you're either on defense or you're on offense, and they do a good job of doing that the whole game.
Well, Steve, those are the only two options, right?
Well, a lot of times there's a lot of talking between, and a lot of theatrics and things like that. But
this is a team. You know, they're showing their defensive versatility, being able to guard in the half court and in the full court.
So, for you, as many games, they're pretty impressive right now. I mean, this is
inside to Jenkins, off the window.
That's what they do. They got to get her the ball down on the inside.
She's got 4. Bates. Anatialo, top of the wheel, gets it over to her sister. There is a third Anatialo in the league. She plays for Coach Caetano over at Adams State. That's the older sister.
Well, I'll tell you, I watched the younger sister practice this summer, and she's a player. She can play right now in this division.
You know what, Steve? It's not crazy to think about. There could be multiple Anatialo sisters on a first or second all-conference team. That's a blocking foul. Coach Fearing didn't think so. She's in front of us. Let's take a look at this replay. Second foul charge to Ford. Highland substitutions. Haley Long, senior guard from Gallup. Free throws coming here for the Eagles. It's Paulina Lopez. That's her first point of the game. A senior from Vera Cruz.
And her younger sister is on the team too.
Second one's no good. Long with the rebound. 33-13, 7.5 in the quarter. Anatialo at the top. The ball just moves a ton more than any Cowgirls team I've ever watched play. Bates for 3. Yes.
They make it look, the word is effortlessly. I mean, you think about it, the basketball IQ is very high on Highland's team right now.
Lopez. Her sister calls out the play around the Jenkins screen.
Jenkins, they got to get her the ball down and low.
Lopez ran out of real estate. She was pushed. Free throws coming. Fouls on Kamalani, Anatialo. Let's see if the Eagles can cut into this. Free throw line has been a struggle, though, for Northern. Let's see if Romania Lopez can do any damage there.
This is the way they can get, grind themselves back into this. This is a long ways from.
3 for 9 at the free throw line. Not going to get it done. Another miss. Jenkins.
Great hustle by.
Had it for a moment. Tie up underneath. Cowgirls basketball. Bates into the front court, Long.
Tell you what, great defense there. Now see if they can get something positive on the other end.
Instead, it's deflected near the timeline. Anatialo picks it up. And there's a foul. That Eagles fouls on Romina Lopez, excuse me. Sophomore picks up her second. Anatialo underneath, kick out Long. Bates, she's hit one from there already, not this time. Anatialo with the offensive glass.
Right now, Norman's not boxing out in the zone, and too many offensive rebounds for Highlands.
Capiolani hits the mid-range jumper. She's got 13. Jenkins inside. She's fouled. That's on Bates. Misty Dunn. Roybal checks back in for the home Eagles here. Steve, Eagles got to start converting at the free throw line because they're getting there a lot.
That's what I'm saying. You said it earlier. This is the way, and keep attacking the basket. They're being aggressive.
It's Jenkins first. She's 1 for 3 at the charity stripe. That one spins out.
Oh, she got away with one.
Long, another foul on Jenkins.
If you talk to Lindsay at this point in the game, is probably the fouls was probably the one thing she's not happy with.
Senior Haley Long's at the line. Rihanna Padilla, the senior from Espanola, checks back in for the Eagles.
And she can shoot it. She's got a great shooting touch. She's got great hands.
One more free throw for Haley.
There's this press.
McClure back in there. She's pestering Lopez. And she caught her with that arm. It's a foul on McClure.
Too much reaching right now by Highlands. But like you said, Northern's going to the free throw line if they can just grind into this deficit.
And with Coach Fearing's roster so deep, foul trouble really not an issue for them usually. And if you're not converting, that's a problem. 2 free throws for Paulina Lopez. She's 3 for 4. All 3 of her points at the foul line. Romero's back in there. McClure gets into the front court. Baseline, McClure.
She is quick. I mean, and she's starting to learn to play under control.
Eagles fouls on Carrillo. Both teams in the bonus now. That'll send Kimora McClure to the line, the junior from Austin. Transfer from State Fair Community College. Good looking stroke at the foul line. She hits both. 42-17. Romero. Roybal. Leaves it for Carrillo. Carrillo dribbled right into that. It's a tie-up. Now on the arrow, it'll go to the Cowgirls. I think they're forcing the Eagles into a lot of over-dribbling, Steve.
Well, like I said, they're speeding them up, and they're not getting into their offense, and they're playing against a very good team.
They dump it into Long, left-hand layup's good.
She gets the ball down the block. She's as good as anybody I've seen. She's got great footwork, great release. See if she can get in for a layup here.
Scooping layup attempts, no good for Lopez. The rebound's clear to the Cowgirls. Salazar gets into the front court. Salazar on the mid-range jumper, no good. Long on that nice bounce underneath. To Samia, that's her first basket. 9 different Cowgirls have scored for Coach Fearing.
And there's going to be more before the game's over. That's what they do. They just a great shot right there. She can shoot. I watched her in practice, and you can't give her any daylight.
The senior Carrillo hits the corner three, 46-20. McClure too strong off the window.
We got numbers here.
Romero pulled down the board. Eagles into the front court. Bounce underneath to Roy Ball. And one too many passes nearly turned it over. Lopez, she'll pop a three. No. Missed badly, the rebound long.
Now they're getting a little tired right now.
Coach Fearing has to be happy with this second unit. One starter, Anatialu, who's working on the dribble. And then the second unit's out there with Anatialu, and they haven't lost on the lead.
Well, we talked about depth. They have a lot of depth.
Three from the corner, air ball short. The rebound's pulled down by Anatialu. McClure, no look pass inside. Samia with a basket and a timeout for the Eagles. 48-20 in favor of the Cowgirls.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Everguard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Everguard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Everguard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
I might not be in the cage as much anymore. Just like riding a bicycle, I can pick up the fight from where I left off. I'm not some slick-haired outsider posing with borrowed gloves. I grew up here. New Mexico is in my blood. I'm a New Mexican fighting for other New Mexicans. I'm Adam Oki. I'll be your champion in the courtroom.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor.
Back with former Lobo Steve Davis, I'm Sebastian Noah. We're in Espanola. It's the season opener for the Northern New Mexico Eagles. And right now the Cowgirls, they're holding their pace. 26 points at the quarter. They've sped up the pace even more. Steve, they're on pace to go over 100.
Well,
3:05 to go here in the second quarter.
And really, they're not in the press every possession. They're picking and choosing when they're in the press.
Hargrove came over, forced the turnover. The freshman from Hobbs making her defensive presence felt. Out of bounds inside long, fadeaway.
I tell you, she's automatic. She gets in within 3 to 5 feet. It's unbelievable, her shooting percentage.
She uses that body so well to clear space. It's a foul on McClure. That'll send Lopez to the line. She's 1 for 2. Hits the first.
Man, they're going to the free throw line a lot. Like I said, this is something Highlands needs to clean up a little bit, but it's also an opportunity for Northern New Mexico.
That's a good point, because Coach Fearing's not going to be happy, because it's not like the Eagles are drawing these fouls going to the basket either. They're drawing them out of the perimeter. Hargrove passes up the 3, gives it over to McClure. Bryn wants it back. Look at the ball move. The 3's no good. Bryn knocked the rebound. It's loose for a moment, and the Eagles clear it. Lopez working against McClure around the screen from Arambula, the freshman from Espanola, former McCurdy player, just checked in.
Tell you what, his fans are getting a little vocal, aren't they?
They're into it. On the drive, and the Eagles are going back to the line on a strong take from Carrillo.
Tell you what, she's a competitor.
That time, an aggressive take to the basket to draw the foul. Those are fouls Coach Fearing probably can live with. It's those perimeter ones that she's not going to like. Senior from Albuquerque to the line. And the free throw woes continue for the Eagles. Carrillo splits the free throws. She's got 6. 50-23, under 2 minutes to go in the half. Hargrove finds McClure in the corner. Back to Bryn at the top of the wheel. Long, working. McClure lost it on the dribble. Really, that's the first possession I can think.
They got a turnover.
That they dribbled a lot,
yeah.
right? The way the ball's been moving. 90 seconds on the timer here. And a foul. It's on Hargrove. That's Bryn's first. That'll send the Eagles back to the line. Paulina Lopez 3 for 4.
Most of the points right now are from the free throw line for Northern. They're starting to hit their free throws.
They've missed 9. Make it 10. Cowgirls are at the half-century mark. McClure. Kick to Hargrove, who quickly gets into the post. Beautiful ball movement to Aratialu, and Capulani lays it up and in.
The ball never hit the ground. That's amazing.
.13 on the shot, and there's a whistle and a foul.
I mean, Jenkins has been on the bench. They don't have any go-to person down on the inside.
Second foul on Haley Long. And we'll send Misty Don Roybal to the line. She's 1 for 4 at the charity stripe. And the free throw line struggles continue. You see Coach Fearing another miss at the free throw line with an offensive board. Roybal kept her hand above the dribble. Aratialu cut it off on the baseline, forces a turnover. Originally, Coach Fearing wanted them to go for a 2-for-1, but now she waved that play off. 7 seconds separate the shot and the game clock here for the Cowgirls. Aratialu will roll it into McClure. They got the 2-for-1 if they wanted here, if they go quick, but they're not going to. McClure swings it. Aratialu, quick touch pass. 3-ball, no. Spins out, offensive putback, no. Loose ball falls to Aratialu with 22 on the timer. A 3 for Hargrove. Bryn's too strong, and a rebound for Aratialu. 15 on the timer. McClure driving, and she's fouled.
Boy, they're so unselfish. It's just amazing how unselfish they are early in the year. I mean, this is their exhibition game.
It's the third foul on Lopez. Eagles substitution here is Loriana Bueno, sophomore from El Paso. Yeah, McClure's free throw is no good. She's 2 for 3 now, excuse me. She's regrouped herself here with 12.8 on the timer. Free throw's good for McClure. See if the Eagles can get a quality look here before halftime. Swing it out to Bueno. 2 on the timer, and it's blocked. It's a dominant opening half for the visiting Cowgirls. As we go to the locker room, 53-24 is our score. Rolling right, still rolling, looking, fires behind his man, and it's a touchdown. How did Cale Cox-Liggins reach back and grab?
Field with Archuleta. Archuleta wants Irby on the double move, and it's caught! Irby will go untouched from 39 yards out. Second time. Gallegos can go play action, sets his feet, he wants Session, and that's a first down. Session on his feet, and that's a touchdown, a Trisco Heritage. 25-yard touchdown strike from Tommy Gallegos to Dion Session. And
an amazing catch. Brought down quickly, Lewis, but it was handed off, and George Smith breaks the coverage, and he's in. George Smith, touchdown.
Mata's in the shotgun again and look to throw. To the left side, he loses it on this throw. And it's a touchdown, Monarchs. Getting on top of that, Vince Badea.
Seiko once again gets a shot at Tommy Gallegos, and it's picked off. Intercepted near the 20, still on his feet, wants the end zone, he's in for a pick six. That's Mickey Widener, the senior linebacker.
After the penalty. Rolling right, finds his man on the sideline. Runs into his own, and he stayed in bounds. After he bumped into Martinez, he kept in bounds, and he is in for the Hawks touchdown. Santa Maria, what a play. Play went for 80 yards to Cale Cox-Liggins. This time it's all the way on the ground, right side. He's got some room, and he is going to go the distance. One play, one score. It's Herschel Holloway Jr. for 6. Gives to Roland. Look at that huge hole. Now he stiff arms right past Houston Brown, and the race is on, and he is tripped up. It's going to be close. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown for Roland.
About 24. Definitely not enough on that one. It's caught the other way the Monarchs will take it. This is Aiden Erickson. Erickson, he sees nothing but green so far. He's gone. That's a touchdown. Aiden Erickson. That's about a 95-yard touchdown.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
For certified collision and body repair, visit the experts at CarCrafters. 5 locations in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. Visit carcrafters.com.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Welcome back to Espanola. It's halftime. I'm with men's coach Michael Dominguez. Mikey, before we talk about your squad and your season, I know you're a huge basketball junkie, as am I. That was a fun first half to watch, just from a ball movement perspective from the Cowgirls. The Eagles have certainly had their hands full.
Yeah, no, it's been fun. It's just nice to get basketball going again in the gym and watch other teams play other than your team play is always nice. But no, they play an exciting style of pressing and up and down, and hopefully the fouls can subside a little bit so we can get a little bit more to live action. But
is it true what they say at this time of the season that your players, they're all sick of you already and you're all sick of them already, and you just want to tip it off?
Without a doubt. You get to a point, you're 25, 30 practices in, the guys are tired of playing each other. I'm tired of watching them play each other. They know the plays, they cheat the plays. I think everybody's by this time is ready to play against an opponent.
And if there's ever a doubt that New Mexico's a basketball state, this is a really nice crowd for opening day, isn't it?
Yeah, no, this is great turnout. For us, it helps, that we have a lot of local flavor with Coach Manny Montoya being from Espanola in the area and recruiting New Mexico kids. Highlands obviously has a lot of New Mexico kids, so it brought out a really good crowd. So it's good to see it here in Espanola.
Let's talk about your squad a little bit. Obviously, you brought some pieces with you in Jaquan Hill and TJ, right, Sanchez.
Yeah.
But so we know them. How big of a role will they have on this team?
A big one. I expect and count on them a lot. I'm also on their butts a lot because of it. Me and TJ, I've played with, TJ's played for me this is going to be a 6th year. You count COVID, a redshirt year.
I don't know anybody that's been able to stand you for 6 years.
No doubt. Somehow he has. It must be because we both graduated from Capital, so maybe that helps.
Maybe.
Jaquan Hill, this is going into his 4th year with me. So it's just helped, especially coming to a new place. Having those guys just kind of know who I am can help just kind of transform the culture and the message it is we're trying to bring here to Northern. And they've been great ambassadors of it. And, now they carry a lot on their plate too, and I put a lot on their plate, but both of them are going to be big-time players for us and expect them to play and contribute a lot. And to our success is going to, it's going to determine a lot on them as well. I'm going to need them to play well, and at the same time, though, I know that they will, and they're great kids, and I'm so happy to have them and to bring them along.
Talk about some of the pieces that are around Jaquan and TJ.
Yeah, so we have, we signed 10 new kids when I got here in July. So So it's kind of a late start, but the good thing with the recruiting world and culture we're in is there's a lot of players in July still. So we got, Jaquan and TJ obviously from Highlands. We signed Karath, a JUCO kid from Treasure Valley up in the Oregon area. He's from Salt Lake. He averaged like 17 a game in junior college. Really good player. IQ's high. Really great kid. Good to be around. And then Jesus Mendoza's a returner from last year who can really shoot the ball and has played before at this level and played a lot of minutes. So he's not, afraid of it. And then we have Kevin Jamison, we call him KJ. He's out of Jamaica originally, played at Division II recently in New York at Queens College, so he has experience. So those are our main guys, and we have some guys off the bench. Diego Sharp from Cleveland, DeAndre Leaks from El Paso, who is a returner from this year that's going to have a big contribution to us. Adam Montoya. So we have, I think we have 17 guys on our roster. 9 of them are New Mexico guys.
This is traditionally, in the last couple of years, a team that has not played with a lot of structure offensively. So what differences should we see? I mean, I know you and I talked about this team a little bit from last year. They had a bunch of really raw bigs, right, that had some potential, but then at times not an offensive identity. Didn't look like anything was being run out there. What can we expect to see on the offensive side of the floor for the Eagles this year?
Obviously we try to be as fundamentally sound as we can. Just getting the guys to play the right way, and the biggest thing we talk about is spacing. I'm big on space. When I was at Highlands, space was everything we talked about, because without space, you can't get a lot. Part of the way we recruit, we want guys that can shoot it, dribble, pass. We're going to play 4 guards at all times.
There's not a lot of bigs in that league anyway, right? So it becomes a lot of positionless basketball, which I know you love that, right?
Yeah. No, I want guys that can shoot, pass, and dribble. If you can't do those things at a high level, it's going to be hard to play for me.
I'm out. Sorry. I guess I'm out. I'll broadcast.
You're the best in the biz, though, so you're okay. But no, we want guys that can space the floor and can shoot it, and I think we've done that. And then defensively, just getting them to be more, like we talked about, just have an identity, understand what it is they're doing, and just holding them accountable more than anything, and do things over and over again, because the only way you're going to build habits is by doing it every day in practice.
Well, Coach, best of luck. You get a few more practices. You get to see each other for a little more.
Yeah, a couple more.
And then we'll look forward to seeing you for your opener.
Yeah. November home openers November 10th. Women's at 3, us at 5. And then we're on the road in Arizona this week for games starting on Tuesday.
Appreciate your time. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks again.
That's the head men's basketball coach of the Eagles, Michael Dominguez. We'll take a break. Steve and I will come back for the second half from Espanola when we return.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Hi folks, Marley Fletcher here, owner of Santa Fe Kia. At Santa Fe Kia, we like the byline of Santa Fe Kia is where we treat you different. Some reasons why. I'm remodeling our facility to make it better for our customers. Our salespeople treat people with respect and the way they'd like to come and purchase a vehicle. That's why at Santa Fe Kia, it's where we treat you different.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
I might not be in the cage as much anymore. Just like riding a bicycle, I can pick up the fight from where I left off. I'm not some slick-haired outsider posing with borrowed gloves. I grew up here. New Mexico is in my blood. I'm a New Mexican fighting for other New Mexicans. I'm Adam Oki. I'll be your champion in the courtroom.
Welcome back to Espanola. Second half about to begin. 53-24 lead for the Cowgirls in the first half. They were dominant. I want to thank men's head basketball coach Michael Dominguez for being my guest at halftime. As I know he's looking forward to getting his season going, talking about how this time of the year the guys are tired of seeing him, tired of seeing each other. They want to play somebody else.
Yeah, they go on the road next Tuesday and Wednesday.
Right. They don't have their home opener until November, like Coach Dominguez said. That'll be a double header here at Espanola. We'll have that for you on ProView Networks. Dominant first half. Rebound, Jenkins. She's fouled.
I'll tell you what, Jinx is an athletic player. Got in a little foul trouble in the first half.
Fouls on Anatialu. Jenkins to the line where she struggled, 1 for 4.
I think the whole team has struggled from the.
Yeah, they missed double-digit foul shots in the first half. What do you think Coach Fearing talked about in the visiting locker room at the half? Jenkins' free throw's no good.
Say that again.
What do you think Coach Fearing talked about with the Cowgirls at the half?
Well, not to be complacent, come out and they got 20 minutes left in the game and come out with the same intensity that they came out and
what about Coach Montoya? What do you think Mandy talked about in the Eagles' home locker room?
Well, a lot of things. I mean, this is a team that's a little bit more athletic than them, but they got to come out and do the things that they worked on, make free throws.
It's a steal for Paulina Lopez. Lopez into the front court.
And take care of the ball.
Lopez being pestered by Johnson.
Boy, about close to 5 seconds.
15 on the count. Stolen away. Johnson gets to the floor and shovels it ahead. Here's Bates. They have a 3-on-2. Jalen finds Anatialu. The mid-range, no. Bates rebound. Kick out to Anatialu. And Kamalani hits. All 9 of her points have come from the perimeter. Romero pestered out of the perimeter by both Anatialu's sisters. This style that Coach Fearing plays, the sisters have to love it because this is the style they played in high school at Farmington. Try to dump it into Jenkins, tipped away.
Coach Adair played like that. You're right, up and down the court and just have a green light if you're open. There it is.
She's open. Can't get the bounce. There's a foul underneath on the rebound. It's a Cowgirls foul. It's on Anaya Johnson. That's her third. Lopez runs into a trap for a moment. She dribbles through it, kick out. These are the open looks they have to hit, and that one's no good. Offensive rebound inside. The putback is also no good. And then a foul on the rebound. It's going to be a Cowgirls foul on Johnson. That's Anaya's fourth. But they had 3 looks there, Steve. Couldn't convert.
Well, they got to convert. You said it. Very
open 3 and an open offensive putback opportunity.
Look at this. This is what they need right there.
Jenkins underneath on a nice find.
And that's unselfish play, and that's playing within themselves, and that's what Coach Montoya is looking for right now here in the second half, is just a little bit of chemistry and not to get rattled.
Off balance jumper was bailed out by the whistle. Torres not squared up at all. She drew the whistle there. She'll head to the line. Sophomore from Las Cruces looking for her first buckets. That was a bit of a bailout whistle there as Torres was in nowhere squared to score there, and the free throw's no good. Two free throws missed. And the rebound pulled down by Gigi Romero. Freshman had 5 in the first half. It's it over to Carrillo. She was the leading scorer with 6. And it poked away by Anatialo. Working against Anatialo. Almost lost it on the dribble. Kick out. A wild left-handed shot. And the free throws are coming for Lopez.
She wants to play within themselves right there, and they're just trying too hard.
So the second foul on Capilana Anitialu, and the free throw is no good for Lopez.
Well, that's something definitely you can fix yourself with free throws. That's something that they're shooting a poor percentage from the free throw line.
That's the 15th missed foul shot for the Eagles. Anatialu kicks it out to her sister. Bates will swing in on the perimeter. Stolen away. Tipped by Anatialu, but into the front court to Lopez. Lopez is going to go all the way for the basket.
Tell you what, that was an inspiring move right there. Determined.
Beat the defense down the floor. 56-29, Cowgirls. Bates, 3 ball, yes. Nothing but nylon for Bates. All 9 of her points. Been from the perimeter. Timeout on the floor. It's a 30-point Highlands lead after the 3 ball from Jalen Bates.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande.
Welcome back to Espanola with Steve Davis. Smash Noel, 6:32 to go in the third. It's a 59-29 lead for Highlands. That Bates 3 was the 10th of the game for the team.
Well, that's something we're going to see a lot of this year. A lot of threes going to be hit by shot and a lot of mades by Highlands.
We'll see if they can shoot a high percentage throughout the year. Their next game is an exhibition game at the Pan Am Center against New Mexico State. So I'm sure Coach Fearing is excited about that one. Lopez into the front court, working against Bates. Nice baseline drive. Late rotation was just enough on Atialo. Came skying in to alter the shot, but then there's a foul underneath. It's a Highlands foul on Adriana Audrey Torres. Watch the drive again here on the replay. Send Jenkins back to the line. And the free throw's good. Jaden's got 9 points now.
Well, she's got double figures at the point.
First Eagle in double figures, 59-31. Bates gets it over to the other side. Tialu kicks it out. There's a three up in the air. That's no good for Torres. Bates will fire her own and connect. That's 4 threes for the former Lobo, Jalen Bates.
She's another player that just does it effortlessly. I mean,
she started the game not even looking for her shot, just facilitating the offense, and all of her threes have been in total rhythm. Roy ball, turning, spinning, pivots, off-balance jumpers, no good. Oh, what an offensive rebound for Paulina Lopez. That's her first field goal.
Lopez, she's going to be better as the year goes on. She just, her leadership on the court.
Bates, no on the three. Wow. Well, they're going to fix that because that was clearly a blown call. And that's why there's 3 officials out there.
And they got a 4th one on the sideline, so.
Long will check back in for the Cowgirls. Eagles substitutions as well here. Zoe Brown will check back in with Romina Lopez. Shot clock is reset to 20 now. Now we're ready. They crowd long. Bates gets it inside. She's fouled. It's an Eagles foul. It's charged to Zoe Brown. It's her second. Oh, point blank miss there for Sania. Good recovery though for the Cowgirls.
Aspen, great defensive effort there.
Salazar with the steal. Bates pass up the 3. Anatiano swings to Long. She gets it back underneath. Kick out. Salazar wants a 3 of her own, and she gets it. That's Aspen's first field goal. That's 10 Cowgirls now in the scoring column for Coach Fearing. 65-33. And another Eagles turnover. We'll take the media timeout in Espanola. 65-33 in favor of the Cowgirls.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Hi, my name is David Nieto. I'm the owner of Black & Silver Services. We are an HVAC contractor here in Albuquerque, and we're a proud supporter of ProView Networks. And we do sponsor a lot of kids here in Albuquerque locally, and we're hoping for a great season. And if you guys are interested for a free HVAC quote, you can call us.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We're back in Espanola, 4:38 on the clock here. Out of the immediate timeout.
Northern's been in this 2-3 zone almost for most of the first half and the second half.
And Roy Ball got a hand on it and a steal. Trying to get it to Zoe Brown. Brown up and under, has that one blocked. Samia with a block. 13 on the shot clock. Open look. She rushed that one at a miss for Romero. Salazar to McClure. Long, she can hit that. Not this time. And
Again,
a foul on the rebound.
Great unselfish play right then. I mean, just moving the ball, rotating the ball to the open person.
The Eagles are in the bonus. They'll head to the line. Foul, I believe they got Anatialu. It's her third. Roy Ball at the line. It has been an adventure. 1 for 6. Coach Fearing trying to get the foul corrected. Second free throw is good. They do change the foul. They'll get Samia. That's a travel for Salazar. Brown Jr. from Los Lunas, Valencia High, back in for the Eagles. Around the screen from Jenkins. She wants it back.
Boy, she works hard on that post.
Tough angle and a foul on Atialo. Will pick up her third. Remember, they changed the last one. So 2 free throws coming here for Carrillo. Second free throw attempted here. She had 6 points in the opening half.
Well, they make a free throw. That's a positive.
65-35. The visiting bench is on our side, and Coach Fearing starting to get a little perturbed with the foul count. Second free throw is no good. As Bates gets ready to check back in.
Can't leave her open.
Three, it's good.
You can give her no daylight.
She's got 17 points now.
Effortlessly. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
As we're coming up on 3 to go in the period here. Brown, they have numbers here.
Boy, kind of swarming defense.
Jenkins, off balance, no. McClure taps the rebound to Salazar. Salazar finds Anatialu. She'll put it on the deck. No look across the court to McClure. Beautiful ball movement. Salazar's three spins out. And an offensive rebound underneath. And the layup's no good for Anatialu. She can hardly believe it.
I think that everybody in the stands thought the same thing.
Lopez working at the top of the wheel.
Boy, Lopez is determined, isn't she?
McClure took the charge. It's an offensive foul. Let's watch it again on the replay here. (68-34), 2:15 left, third. Bates back out there running the point. Salazar, high arcing three.
And she's a hard-working young lady. This whole team works hard on their shooting.
Scrum for the loose ball and a foul. That's 14 now from behind the arc as Bryn Hargrove checks back in for the Cowgirls. Jenkins. That was a moving screen inside on Roy Ball. Cowgirls into the front court here. Hargrove swings to Bates, back to Bryn. Look at the movement. Anatialu wants a three. No, offensive rebound, Long. She draws the contact and she'll head to the line.
It seems like Long, she gets into a game and she's always in the right place at the right time.
Fouls on Brown, that's her third. It'll send Haley to the line. She had 6 in the half. Former Gallup Bengal. Coach McBroom, quite the program there at Gallup. Second one's no good. Tipped away from Jenkins. Long picks it up, but stolen right back from behind by Romero. Didn't give up on the play. Off balance jumper.
You just don't want to run with Highlands.
Bates on a beautiful no-look fake pass. Lays it up and in herself. 14 for Jalen. And a foul. Watch this replay again here.
Little Euro
fake,
step.
Yeah, faked the pass to Hargrove, kept it herself. Eagles substitution here is Bueno. Free throws coming for Lopez. Her dad, of course, Jalen Bates' dad's an assistant coach under Greg Brown at Volcano Vista. He's in attendance, saw him earlier today. Free throw is no good for Lopez.
No, we said it earlier. Great attendance, and great energy in this gym, too.
Carrillo set to check in for the Eagles. She'll replace Romero. Cowgirls, we mentioned they have their exhibition against New Mexico State before they face Fort Lewis. Loose ball and a foul. Eagles are going back to the line. Paulina Lopez will shoot 2. free throw's no good. Under a minute to go here in this quarter. One for two trip again. Steve, I'm no mathematician. But
well, that's definitely, but go ahead, finish it up.
But a basket for Highlands here, and they would stay on pace to get to the 100 mark. That one's tipped away. Eagles
they got to be careful.
Hargrove with the pickpocket at midcourt. 2-on-1. Bryn going to take that herself. 5 for the freshman from Hobbs. And Hargrove got her hands right back in the cookie jar now. Another turnover. 10 seconds. Hargrove underneath, lays it up and in. Back-to-back buckets for Bryn Hargrove.
Well, there she's taking over
to
right
travel,
now.
And they'll get the ball back again.
Can they score 3 times in 10 seconds? I mean, this is
78-37, 3.3 on the timer.
Let's see if they can get one set 3 on this.
Bates going to inbound. They get it in. Hargrove 2. Hargrove 1. Hargrove doesn't see it. It won't count. The score at the end of the third, it's the Cowgirls 78 and the Eagles 37.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Look at this last sequence, Steve. Hargrove layup, then trouble to get it in. Roy Ball has it poked away. Bates got her hand in there, and they go quickly into the front court. Hargrove, another layup, back-to-back buckets. And they had a chance for a third shot there in that final sequence. They put a 12-point gap in the third quarter there. So their halftime lead that was 29 is now up to 41.
Well, you asked me what they needed to do in the second half, and they did what they wanted to do. They kept the pressure on. They, took care of the ball, made shots, and they look very fluid right now.
For the Eagles, positive, they continue to get to the free throw line.
That's the positive, but they still got to make the free throws. I mean, they're doing one good thing of getting to the deal. They're actually, they just can't make a basket to make it real simple.
And you can tell they are just sped up right now. Like you said, even when there's not a defender near them, they're rushing shots.
They're working not within themselves. They're beating themselves right now. And it showed up in that quarter.
Here we go to the fourth. Stolen away. That was a great job defensively there by Romero. 4 black jerseys back in transition though, so no easy baskets.
You saw the same thing I did. It's just amazing how well they hustle and get to the open person very quickly and timely.
Brown gets it over to Romero, who's being pestered by Hargrove. Back to Brown, low shake clock, and it's a violation. Roy Ball couldn't get it off.
Boy, that makes a coach so happy when a defense can get a defensive stop, make a team not be able to get a shot off in 32 seconds.
I'll tell you, Steve, Coach Fearing's group, first inside out basketball here. Hargrove finds Bates for three. No. Jenkins battling for the rebound, and the offensive board falls to Anatialu, and Kamalani connects. This is such a different personnel for Coach Fearing. They've never been able to play this style at Highland since she's been the head coach. This is such a different team, such an entertaining brand of basketball.
You know, well said, Sebastian. I think that, she's, I think bigger than that, she's brought in the chemistry and the way the players get along with each other. I mean,
Haley Long checks in, and our first look at Nakia Mojica, another Hobbs Lady Eagle that
let's
checks
see
in.
if she can get on the scoring board.
Long, left open. No. And the rebound for Romero.
Romero's been very quiet here in this second half.
In the years past, Steve, you've done all their games, obviously. Romero, nice work on the dribble. Gets free off the screen. Jenkins drives downhill. Too strong off the window. Battling for the rebound, Brown. It'll stay right here. In previous years, Coach Fearing's had some lumbering bigs and slower guards. This is a totally different brand and style.
Not really any size.
Right.
Okay, but they have length. Okay, they're very.
But it was length that definitely slowed down their tempo. There's no slowdown in this tempo this year.
No, they just, and I think the word really.
There's Mojica. Can't connect on the three.
Is basketball IQ.
Kick out.
And come from great coaches, like Carpenter from Hobbs, and come from, winning program, Bates from Volcano Vista.
On the drive, left-hand layup attempts no good for Carrillo. Three ball for Romero. Gigi's off right here.
So this kind of shows you the growth of New Mexico basketball in the state of New Mexico.
Hargrove lines up a three and connects. What a debut for Bryn Hargrove.
She shoots 200 to 300 shots a day.
She's got 10 points.
And a freshman.
In her freshman debut. That fouls on Zoe Brown. That's her fourth.
Adair from Farmington, and all these.
Yeah, there's some great programs. Coach Long played for Coach McBroom at Gallup. Turn around. No. Offensive rebound. Jenkins rips that one down.
I'll tell you what, she's fun to watch.
Jenkins tried to go all the way against Salazar, lost the handle. Lopez at the top will reset against Salazar. 15 on the shot clock. Open look. No, but the offensive rebound, right place, right time for Carrillo. She's got 9. 83-39. Long at the foul line. Sure.
What can you say about her? She's just amazing. You watch her in practice and watch her. She just automatic when she shoots. And
she's got 9. Trying to get into Jenkins. That's a turnover. Misty Don Roy ball. We'll check back in for the Eagles. .6:15 here in the fourth. As McClure gets set to check back in. Blocked from behind by Roy Ball.
Roy Ball's
good transition defense again from the Cowgirls.
She's going to get better. She's been hurt
Lopez.
with her knee.
You see that heavy brace. 3. Romero rushed it again, and it's no good. Ford. She's fouled. Coach Fearing applauding the aggressive take from Jessie Ford. Brown checks back in for the Eagles. McClure for Highlands, replaces Hargrove, who's been very good in her debut. And that free throw is no good. The second one bounces in. Lopez working at the top here against Salazar. Terminates the dribble. Romero around the screen. Squares up for three. No. Battle for the rebound. It's pulled down by Ford.
Look at him push the ball. He just do a good job.
Mojica on a no-look bounce pass underneath. Ford knifes her way through to the basket. Watch this replay, Steve.
Yeah, look at her just take the, all the way to the basket. Very determined.
Jenkins checks back in. Plays a Roy ball.
Highlands does a good job of going downhill. They really like to hit the gaps.
Free throw's good for Ford. (89-39). The lead has reached 50.
Look at Jenkins work the inside.
It's a turnover. And that'll take us to immediate timeout in Espanola. 89-39 Cowgirls.
Granite Passion are proud supporters of ProView Sports. They're located at 1309 12th Street Northwest. They're your one-stop shop for granite, quartzite marble, quartz, and install. Most jobs are completed in a single day. Give them a call at 505-242-1007. That's 505-242-1007.
Back to Espanola with former Lobo Steve Davis. I'm Sebastian Newell. Glad to have you with us here on ProView Networks. It's a 50-point lead for New Mexico Highlands. We try to get the high-low underneath.
Tell you what, good things happen when you get the ball in the high post against the 2-3 zone.
McClure.
Tell you what, McClure's quick.
Travel.
Control.
I think another thing Coach Fearing is going to be pretty pleased with heading into that game against New Mexico State. She's got to be impressed with her depth tonight.
No, she's been impressed with her depth ever since she's been recruiting this summer. I mean,
Jenkins, turnaround, yes. It's a bright spot.
To tell you what, that's a great move by her.
7 in the second half, a dozen in the game for Jenkins. Salazar on the hesitation jumper.
And speaking of depth, I mean, how many players are in double figures right now?
10 on the score sheet total already. McClure leaves the dime underneath for Salazar.
The thing is, they just don't quit. I mean, they're 10, 11 deep.
Five Cowgirls in double figures now. Bates has reached the mark. Alantialu. Salazar off the bench, all of them in the second half. Kapiolani on Atialu. Hargrove off the bench, the freshman in double digits. And then Long is a point away from joining that party. Coach Fearing is pretty deep into her bench here. Lopez on the dribble, lost it. Timeout, actually, before the turnover. It's a timeout for Coach Montoya. We'll be right back to Espanola.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We're back here at Espanola. So we look ahead to the Eagles' upcoming schedule. A couple of exhibitions in Colorado. They'll be in Gunnison to face Western Colorado. It's on Saturday the 1st. And Tuesday turnaround, they'll head to Northern Colorado, Greeley. Face the University of Northern Colorado.
There's Long again and got an opportunity here.
Ahead to Mojica, no.
Oh,
McClure skied for the rebound. Long wants a three, no. And a foul underneath.
Tell you what, McClure, did you see her move? I mean, she didn't make it. But
next home game for these ladies will be November 10th. Part of that doubleheader that Coach Dominguez was talking about at halftime.
Well, basketball is here. I mean, that's
you know, you have to wonder with the style Coach Fearing's playing. She's been all those hours at the pit watching the state tournament with us. There's a lot of Hobbs Eagles style, a lot of Carpenter style in this attack, isn't there?
Well, you know, some people do listen to the voice of the people. So
here's Lopez, gets it over to Carrillo. Kick out, extra pass, and Paulina with the jumper.
Well, she gets the best scouting report, best view from where she's sitting. Okay, so.
Yeah, no, Coach Fearing was at every single game. Watched a lot of those Eagles. McClure on the drive. By the way, Paulina Lopez in double figures now for the Eagles. 93-43. They've held the Cowgirls scoreless since the 3:30 timeout. Jenkins kicks out to Lopez.
Now they're running a little bit of offense and playing
Lopez,
within themselves.
No whistle. Now a late whistle and a charge. Coach Montoya, I don't think, agreed with that call as you look at the replay. Hargrove will check back in as McClure checks out. By the way, that was the 5th foul on Samia Malika Samia will foul out, the redshirt sophomore from New Zealand. Oh, no, I beg your pardon. Lopez fouls out. Apologies. The sophomore will head to the pine with her 5th. Tough way to foul out on that 50-50 call there. They swing it to Mojica. If they can get Mojica a bucket here, she'd be the 11th Cowgirl to score. No. And the rebound's pulled down.
Remember, into that third quarter, they scored like 8 points in a matter of 10 or 15 seconds. Can they do the same thing here?
Final 91 seconds. They looked like they were going to cruise to 100, but they have gone over 2 minutes without scoring now. Nice find underneath. Reverse layup, too strong. Jenkins there to clean up the mess.
That's great hustle by Jenkins. Great second effort.
She's got 14. Hargrove into a 3. No. Offensive rebound. Long drives to the paint. That's no good as we're under a minute to go in Espanola. 93-45.
See if they can get the ball in Jenkins' hand.
3 ball, high arcing 3, no. Rebound Hargrove. Coach Fearing still yelling for them to push the ball and the tempo. Too strong layup. Eight seconds separate shot and game clock here down the stretch. Lopez trying to get it inside to Jenkins. And a foul. They're going to get forward. I think she was about to pull the chair out, it looked like. And she's whistled for the foul. Brown will come in, 21.5. 14 on the shot. Should have been reset to 20, I believe. Yeah, they'll get 20 on the shot clock here. Roy ball inside, kicks it out. And the jumper's good for Mariana Arambola, the freshman from Espanola. She played over at McCurdy. She got some fans in the stands. You can hear them erupt as she put her name in the score sheet. Well, that'll do it. The final from Espanola, it's Highlands 93 and the Eagles 47. Steve, your final thoughts here on the Eagles. One thing that they did well, one thing that they really have to clean up as they head to their next game.
Well, I think, they played a team that was a little bit more superior in talent, and then they didn't give up. They played with a lot of intensity from the whole game. They just got to work on the basics, making free throws, and then also turnovers was a big thing in this game.
What did you like, though, from the Eagles? What's the positive
well,
that Coach Montoya will circle?
I like their energy. I like the crowd. The people came, and people are into this team. And Montoya, she's recruited New Mexico players, and there's good things happening here.
Absolutely. A lot of good things happening for Coach Fearing on the other side. Cowgirls win it. The final score 93-47 from Espanola. Judah Apodaca, Jason Pohl directing, and Steve Davis. I'm Sebastian Noel saying so long, and thanks for joining us